Flagstar Nation, happy whatever day it is you're watching this. We are here for a special edition, preseason rules edition for Flagstar football. We're playing with a new set of rules for this spring. If you've never played this before, you don't need to worry about what the rules used to be, but we're playing with a new set of rules this year. So I'm joined on this Zoom call by Kate Janikowski, the director of officiating, and Coach Aaron, director of everything, director of Rottweilers. And we'll get a guest appearance by Aaron's puppy a little bit later in this call. We have three things to do today. The first thing is we want to introduce the new rules to everyone. We're also sending a document that will outline the rules, but I think having Jake, the king of rules, explain the rules will be helpful. I want to talk for 1 second with Aaron about how those rules are different than last year, just really quickly, just so we're on the same page. And then third thing, most important, stay tuned. Act 3 is there's a new rule that we need you to vote on. So we'll go through it pretty quickly here. I'm going to hand it over to Jake.
All right, guys, I'm really excited to get these new rules out for this year. Worked hard on them, and I hope it works out for this league. First off, each team will only have 6 players on the field. Give us a little bit more room to operate, a little bit more room to be safe. Like every year, the ball starts on the ground, play begins with a snap. This year, the QB will only have 5 seconds to throw the ball. There won't be a traditional rush, and the referee will count out loud. So the ball is snapped, the quarterback drops back. You'll hear the ref nice and loud give a 1, 2. If he gets to 5 seconds, he'll blow the whistle. Play is dead. Quarterback is sacked where he's standing. Now, once per set of downs, the defense can blitz. So that means right when the play starts, the defense can run and blitz just like you used to do on the playground. And the ref will then stop counting because it's up to the defender to pull the quarterback's flag. Running plays are allowed. Just like normal, we can run a jet, we can run up the middle, we can run a toss. It's great. The only thing is the quarterback is not allowed to run. So the quarterback can't catch the ball and just take off. There needs to be a handoff or a toss. And once there is a handoff or a toss, the defense can go right into a free rush. The other thing is only the quarterback can throw the ball. So what this rule tries to do is that if we were to just have someone you wanted to get to have a run pass option every play, we're not allowing that. So if you do toss the ball, that person will have to run. They can't just turn and say, oh, I'm the quarterback now and throw it. Only the quarterback can throw the ball. And the last thing, again, for pandemic safety, there will be no blocking this year. So those are the basics, guys. If you have any questions, I'm always happy to talk rules, and I'll hand it back over to Carl.
Just a couple quick clarifications on those rules. 1 blitz per set of downs means if you blitz on first down, then you don't set, you don't get anything. If you blitz on first down, you can't blitz on second, third, or fourth down. But if you blitz on first down, the quarterback runs out of the pocket, completes the pass, they get a first down. Now you have your blitz back. So it's 1 blitz per set of downs. The other clarification about the quarterback can't run, the quarterback is the person who receives the snap. So even if a receiver motion and got the snap directly, that's the quarterback. He can pass the ball, but he can't run. Okay. Now, if you played Flagstar football before, there are a couple things that are really different about that. One is, Aaron, what's the big difference between this season and last season? If you've never played with Flagstar football before, just put your fingers in your ears because you will confuse yourself by listening to these.
So the Flagstar we're used to and we love, and we have always been used to playing 7-on-7. This year, we're going to our 6-on-6 format. This changes a couple things. It's big for, we're creating more space on the field. And then we're also going to be allowed to social distance more while playing football. Hey, coaches, keep in mind, we're playing 6-on-6 now. You might have to edit your plays, adjust your plays, create your new plays to be designed for 6 players now. Another big rule change, as Carl's showing you a couple play examples.
Come on, Aaron.
Another big rule change, blocking. Guys, we were used to blocking in the past. We blocked like setting a basketball screen or hands up here, hands down here, hands behind. Guys, there's no blocking this year. Again, we're trying to stay safe with the pandemic, and we're just going with absolutely 0 blocking. So if you are in a situation where you're creating contact by blocking, the referee will throw the flag every single time. Make sure we are not blocking.
Yeah, you can stay where you are. If there's a jet sweep and there's a handoff, you can stay where you were at the beginning of the play. But if you do anything to get in the way of the defender, it's going to be a penalty. Sorry, go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah. And another thing we're used to seeing in Flagstar, we used to have our 2 cones out, and we had a 5-yard cone away from the line of scrimmage, which is known as our buffer zone. That buffer zone has been eliminated. There will be no more buffer zone, and the ball will serve as the neutral zone. So players, you must make sure you are on the side of the football that you're supposed to be on, so you don't get flagged for that. Another big thing that the buffer can do. Carl, did you have another thing for the buffer?
Yeah, I mean, I'm drawing up the buffer right now, just so we understand, guys. In the past, we had the offense set up, and then 5 yards back, there was the defense. In this setup now, the defense is right up on the offense, right? The defense is right up on the line, which means that for most plays, it just makes runs maybe a little bit harder, but also if they're going to blitz on the down that the defense is going to blitz, it's going to come really fast there.
Yep, that's the big one. That's the big one.
Yeah, the blitz is fast. Hey, the only other rule that we're changing from the past, and if you haven't played before, just really don't even listen to this. There used to be a rule that you could not run up the middle. And I don't even want to hear one person say run up the middle or don't run up the middle. No one even say the words running up the middle. You're allowed to run everywhere you want, guys. You're allowed to run anywhere you want. As long as you're not the quarterback and you get handed the ball, you can run anywhere in the field. The old rule about running up the middle was designed because we had this buffer, and now let's all clear our minds and throw the running up the middle rule out of our mind. Okay, welcome to part 3. 3 claps for the third part of this call. Welcome to part 3, which is new rules. Last year, you'll remember, for the people that were with us, we voted and we created an onside kick. An onside kick, if you watch football, you've seen it in a football game, is for a team that's losing later in the game, and they take a risky play. It's a risky play in an attempt to get the ball back to, in the short clock scenario, right? They onside kick the ball that they try to recover. Most of the time they fail, but it's a risky play that you do because you'll probably lose the game otherwise. We voted on it and we instituted an onside kick. We are not going to kick the ball, but it's a play that's going to function like an onside kick. Here's a football field. We have a lot of great artists in Flagstar. I'm not one of them. Here's a football field. Normally, the drive starts on the 20-yard line. You can get a first down at the 40. You get a first down at the 20, and then you can score. The way the onside kick is going to work, let's say my team is losing, which happens a lot, guys. We score, and now we say, okay, we're going to onside kick. You're allowed to onside kick twice in a game in the second half. We're going to get the ball at the 5-yard line, in between the goal line and the 20. We're going to get the ball 5-yard line, and my team has one play to get to midfield. It's very difficult. We have one play to get to midfield. If we get to midfield, that's considered a successful onside kick, and we can keep the ball wherever that play ended. So if it ends 1 yard past the midfield line, we'll keep it there. If it ends right here, we'll keep it there. Jake, what happens if they score on an onside kick?
You score an onside kick. Think of this play as essentially a 4th and 15. It's a 4th and 15 starting the drive. If you get stopped, the defense takes over just like they would in a 4th down. But if you score, it's a touchdown. If you get that first down, you have a first down. The play continues.
Yep. And this is a risky play, guys, right? Because if I'm starting on the 5-yard line and Coach Aaron's my quarterback and Coach Aaron throws an incomplete pass, now the offense is going to get the ball back here and they just have 5 yards to score. So it's a risky play, but it's done to keep more teams in the game. So the onside kick rule is implemented, and that's in the system. Here is the rule that we were kind of debating. It's heavily debated. We made the rule that the quarterback couldn't run because it's just way too easy. If you imagine a play, it's just way too easy that if I set my running back out, I set my center out, and I set all these guys out, the quarterback could wait a couple seconds. The defense is all that back here, and the quarterback can run. And it's kind of like a Lamar Jackson rule. Someone that's like a Lamar Jackson, a really mobile quarterback, could really take over a game and maybe make it not so fun if the quarterback could run on any play. The question is, on the down, when the defense blitzes, should the quarterback be able to run? So that's the question. That's one blitz per set of down. When the defense blitzes, should that quarterback be able to run? Jake, do you want to make an argument for why you think the quarterback shouldn't be able to run?
Yeah, for me, I like the blitz rule. I don't want the defense to be disincentivized to blitz. And my only concern is that if we allow the quarterback to run, a lot of teams will just say, okay, we're just never going to blitz because we don't want to risk a quarterback running.
Aaron, what do you think? What's an argument for why the quarterback should be able to run?
So I feel like I've heard a lot of people saying that they want their quarterback to be able to run because in a situation where they're blitzed, it's more like real football or the next level football where the quarterback can actually run, the quarterback can be out of the pocket making plays now, and now he can make a decision, hey, am I running, am I passing? I feel like it's good for the development of the players.
Yeah, I think that makes sense to me as well. Both of those arguments make sense, and I'm kind of 50-50 on this. But it makes sense that because a blitz is kind of a gamble, a blitz is a risk, that if the quarterback was then able to run, when you take risk, you can get hurt. So we will leave that to you. All players, parents, coaches, we can all vote on this. And it's going to be, if the defense blitzes, should the quarterback be able to then run and evade the blitz? Or if the defense blitzes, should the quarterback just be able to scramble around behind the line of scrimmage and then still have to pass the ball? And that is it for our Rules Summit. We're also going to have a couple meetings next week for first-time players. We'll have a Zoom or video available for people that want to talk strategy. But other than that, we are ready for the season, guys. We are ready for the season. If you know nothing about football, you are ready for week one. You don't need to know anything. You didn't need to understand anything of this football, any of this phone call. If you know everything about football, if you know everything about Flagstar, well, good luck. See you guys. Aaron, you got anything left to see him? Let's see Coach before we go.
There he is.
Wow. Look at that puppy Rottweiler, guys. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see everyone on the field in 2 weeks.
See you guys.